We're coming to you live from New York City. Welcome back. For days now, Iran's missile and drone strikes have been pounding targets across the Gulf. Airports have been disrupted, energy facilities have been hit, and in some cases, even civilian buildings and hotels have been struck. Yet despite these attacks, the Gulf states are still holding back 5 days into Iran's punishing assault. Countries that have been directly targeted, including Qatar, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia, have so far chosen not to enter the war. Instead, they are walking a careful line between warning Iran and avoiding a full-scale regional conflict. Qatar's Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman bin Jassim Al Thani said that his country has always preferred dialogue and diplomacy. But he also made it clear that any violation of Qatar's sovereignty, security, or territorial integrity will not be left unanswered. Similar messages are coming from across the Gulf. Bahrain's ambassador to the United States called Iran's strikes treacherous, while reaffirming that Bahrain has no desire for confrontation. The region, in other words, is angry but still restrained. Since Saturday, Iran has struck or attempted to strike at least 11 countries across the region. The target list is staggering. In Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Oman, Iraq, Jordan, Turkey, Cyprus, and Israel. According to experts, Iran may be deliberately expanding the conflict. The strategy, he says, appears to be making the war so costly for the region and the world that pressure builds on Washington to end it. In other words, Iran may be trying to force a political stop to the war by raising the economic and security costs for everyone. But even as anger grows in the Gulf, there is also caution. Former Qatari Prime Minister Hamad bin Jassim warned that if Gulf countries enter the war directly, they could drain their own resources and become more vulnerable in the long run. He also warned that after this conflict ends, a new regional balance of power could emerge, one in which Israel holds greater influence across West Asia. Meanwhile, the United States is preparing for further escalation. The Trump administration has now ordered additional American diplomats to leave parts of West Asia. Non-essential staff and their families have been told to depart. The U.S. consulate in Adana in southern Turkey, a similar order was issued for American personnel in Saudi Arabia. And according to State Department documents, U.S. officials are also preparing contingency plans to evacuate the remaining diplomats from northern Iraq if the security situation there deteriorates.